and introduce yourself and what you do.
Wow, you put me right on this spot. I came to support and now I'm on here. Look at God. Well, my name is Goddess Knox, and I own Diabetic Pedicures of Macon. So I take care, I specialize in male pedicures, people who have diabetes, and people who have cancer.
So let me ask you a question, cause
Okay.
I'm gonna expose some things about myself when I say this.
Yes. Okay.
I am fascinated with your field. I watch this on YouTube, these type of videos on YouTube all the time.
Okay.
Do you have a YouTube page or any kind of social media page that we can follow you at?
Of course, I'm on all platforms at Diabetic Pedicures of Macon. Now, my homework is to create a YouTube page. So I'm not on YouTube, but I am on Instagram. I am on um, TikTok and Facebook.
Do you post your videos on there?
I do. I just started trying to post something every single day.
I
However, what's your name?
I tell Tony
Hot Tub Tony. However, my pictures aren't nice. My
that
pictures are for people who truly have problems and I transform their feet.
that's what I watch. I
Okay.
love those videos. I don't know why it's the weirdest thing in the world, but I think that I chose the wrong career path because if I'd have known about that, I would have been in the same industry as you.
Listen, I'm going to recruit you because I'm gonna tell you something. A lot of that's men do not know it's a lot of money in doing pedicures. It's a
It
lot of
is.
money in it. And especially for men, because men, y'all can do half the work and the women just want to come to y'all.
Shoot, sign me up too. Shit.
Right.
So it's kind of like if I had a male partner, we'd blow up, we'd tear making up.
Uh-oh.
What kind of certifications do you need? I'm really fascinated now.
Don't even
Please
worry
tell.
about that. I'll put you under my license.
And
Oh,
you do all the training.
I'll do all the training. I'll put you under my license with the state of Georgia.
If you haven't, to anybody out there, if you haven't watched them videos, if you're not a big fan of feet, I get it. But to watch a diabetic foot get worked on to be
Yes.
brought back to life,
Yes.
that is fascinating.
Let me
does it?
tell you, it's truly a gift. I've been doing feet over 30 years. And so I did never even knew it was my gift. And so being able to do it, my children were embarrassed of me growing up. Because who wants the mom to come talk about feet so I never was invited to the school days. They like, Mom, we good, don't worry about it. And so as they grew up, they it's something clicked to where they was like, wait, my mom can do my nails, she can do my feet, and then they started loving me.
You need a YouTube page ASAP. Uh,
Okay.
Yeah, I think
as
we had
one,
that conversation before, but I'm not gonna say nothing.
Yeah, you did.
I would challenge you to go look at DC Foot Doctor on YouTube.
Okay.
He's in the same industry, but he's out of DC. He's the biggest black foot YouTube,
Yes.
and look at his numbers.
Wow.
You're missing out on a whole nother revenue stream. It's a
Okay.
whole world of people that just like me that'll sit there for an hour and watch you work on some feet.
You said DC foot what?
The DC Foot Doctor.
Okay. Okay. We'll do. Yeah,
You are
so
missing out on a revenue stream that's passive money for you right there.
wow.
Just by posting
Wow.
the videos.
Wow.
So we need to add her to that list. You know, we talk about
Yes,
the monthly conversation.
absolutely. We need to add her to the Black Business Forum.
All right, gotcha. That'll be
Absolutely.
that's gonna
I
be sent
want
to
you
you today.
Thank you
because when
so
we do it,
much.
I want you to go into detail on how you got into it, what criteria you need, what kind of licenses you need. We
Right.
want. I specifically want to know as much as possible.
Oh,
I
definitely. It's like when you look at, I think my main thing for men, I kind of get explicit a little bit because I tell women. I just told a woman, I'm sorry, I told a man yesterday, I did his feet, and his feet were so horrible. I said, ain't should nobody be giving you nothing with your feet looking like this. I tell every woman, I said, baby, tell him to take off his socks first. Take off his socks, look at his feet. And when you look at his feet and that's good, continue on.
You like what was it? Eddie Murphy and Boomerang.
Oh
But
goodness.
it's so much, and so I teach how fungus spreads and stuff like that. And I'm telling you, this is it's really serious. A lot of people have a lot of issues just because, especially guys, because they got them boots on, they got their work stuff on, like all day, and they're dealing with issues. And I do private pedicures, so it helps my guys when they can just come to me privately. Nobody's in there but me and them.
Oh man, I wish you were a little bit closer because I need some.
right.
I'm gonna tell you right now. Uh,
But
I need some.
you can also book a consultation with me, and I will talk to you, and I will advise you from where you are. And any issues, anything you have, I'll send my medicine and everything to you. I created an antifungal cream that's called FootMama that will heal your skin of all of the fungus like immediately within 2 weeks.
Wow. See.
Yeah, we definitely need to get you on. Cause like I say, I just when I love those videos, and it's weird. I know it's weird. You ain't got to judge no day, man. Don't judge me.
Hey
But
man, ain't nobody look. I'm gonna tell you now. I'm one of the I'm one of the pimple poppers. I that
yeah, I do them too.
yeah that just like for me, you know what I'm saying? Like I yeah, my brother was, he would always call me, the hey man, will you stop? Anytime I come around, if it's something to be, like a bump, I just I can't help it. I gotta
But those are the type of industries that, like she said, especially the diabetic pedicures, because that is needed in our community. We do have a lot of diabetes, and if you don't know about diabetes,
yeah.
diabetes leads to a lot of foot problems.
Yeah.
And I wish we had more people like yourself to talk to the younger folks, so let them know that these are paths that you can take that make, like you said, make a lot of money, and our fair is not as difficult as people think it is to get into it.
Wow. I mean, think about what was just said today. I mean, this
Just
is the
talk. I
last
mean, this
10 minutes ago.
we literally
Yeah.
just got through. I mean, like before he saw you and you popped
Yep.
up, and like you say, how God works. I honest. I mean, like truly, I think that is something that you can't underestimate how God can move on people. And
Yeah.
411, you down there, so buddy. That sound like something you might be on. When you get off here, you might need to get you a job interview.
Hey man, lock her in for her own show. We need
Yeah.
a. I want it. I'm requesting this. I want a show specifically with her to talk about this.
All
Listen,
right.
he has tried. I'm so shy, and so I think this was truly the icebreaker that I needed. When you say a little bit about I I got married, how I got to Macon, I got married and I came to Macon. With me being here 6 months, I was alone and by myself after I married the most wonderful man in the whole wide world. Now I'm by myself in Macon with a son and not knowing what to do. And so I'm like, God, where happened? Like my world crumbled up under me. All of a sudden he began to put diabetics in my spirit. I'm like, diabetics, what does that mean? So I went and took a couple classes. I did some studying on my own, and I opened up. I learned that people that have cancer and diabetics, they kind of run neck and neck, right?
Hmm
Especially with foot issues, right? And
Mm-hmm.
so let me tell you, so I found out 5 years ago that Macon, Georgia is number 4 in the world for diabetics.
In the world? Oh
In
my
the
God.
whole world, not in
Oh,
Georgia, but in the whole wide world, Macon is number 4, right? So I was like, so I totally live by Romans 8 and 28 that all things work together for good, right? He allowed some things to happen so I can come to Macon and service Macon, right? Is that not so amazing?
Hey, that
That is
is.
that
amazing.
is amazing. God is
when
good.
hey when
All the
you
time.
when you can't explain when something happens, when logic doesn't work, and it is something that is outside of what you can kind of put in normal, just like, hey, this was normal, this was gonna happen, like you say, for that to happen, that ain't nothing but God.
Yes.
Well,
Wow.
he put you in the right place because I need for you to go on and make a concerted effort within the next. That's my. This is my challenge to you. Within the next 48 hours,
I'm
I
writing
need
right
you to have.
now.
I need you to have a YouTube page. I
And,
need you
and
to
don't
go on
worry,
there and make your YouTube
Hot
page.
Tub has sent these challenges to me and others as well. So
And I want your page up and running because I will pump your page on every platform I go on. I know a lot of diabetics and a lot of the spaces that I operate in, and I know that they not take care of their feet because I can tell the way they walking.
You know what? Let me tell you, that is so true. I can tell by the way that people walk that they need me.
wow.
And so I thought that, first of all, I remember Laura Lynch, and I was in Warner Robins. Laura Lynch found my card and she put me on the news. So I was on WMAZ 13. She put me on the news, and everybody told me, God is, because I'm from Michigan. So everybody told me, oh, Goddess, you need to close up. You don't need to be doing that. You in the South now. These men down here don't do that. This, and that. The day I was going to close, Laura Lynch from WMAZ 13 called me. And I thought it was a joke. I thought it was a game. And she said, hello, I'm looking for da 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 da. And I was like, you know what? I don't feel like joking. I don't feel like playing. Right. And so she gave a little chuckle. and she was like, no, it's really me. Right. Boy, when I tell you I turned that professional voice on so quick, I was like, oh, hi, Laura, right? All of that. And she put me on the news that day. I had a police officer in my chair because I was on Carl Vinson, which is the sheriff's office right across the street. And so he was in my chair, and I said, can you please do this interview with me? He said, Goddess, I am not finna go on no news with my feet. I'm not finna do it. Right. And I said, please, I give you pedicures for life. Well, anyway, she put me on the news and I blew up.
Wow.
I made more money than I ever made in my entire life.
We need you. You are important because we need you to break that stigma. You said something and you hit on something. There's
Okay.
a stigma with black men that well, men in general. I'm not gonna relegate it to just black men, but I'm specifically talking for my community.
Okay.
Uh, that only women get pedicure and take care of their feet. And I come from a military background. That was
Come on.
stressed to us
Come on.
that you take care of your feet. Even when I was
First.
stationed overseas in a war zone in
Right.
Iraq and Afghanistan, what they always had on base was people doing pedicures.
Come on.
And they don't talk about that now. When you ask any soldier that was stationed overseas, did they have a pedicure? Oh yeah, right next to the barber shop.
Right.
People doing feet because they stress to you that your feet is the most important asset on the soldier. So
Right.
I carry that mindset even past my military service. I take fairly good care of my feet. My feet don't look. I've seen my partner's feet, and mine don't look nothing like that.
Well, the number one thing that I try to tell my guys is really grooming. So understanding that you have to groom your feet as well as your face, your beard, hair, all of these different things, because you only get two and you don't get no do-overs. And I try
Sure
to
no.
tell them that. And most of our black men are lacking in vitamin D because they're not out in the sun and they're working. So I really try to stress to them, take them socks off, take your shoes off, and get your feet some sunlight. What darkness can live in light? No darkness can live in light. So once you shine light on your feet, no darkness can live there.
Now that's one thing I struggle with. I do not let my feet touch the outside ground.
Oh, so that you ever walked in a room and touched somebody and y'all kind of gave each other a spark?
Yeah,
Okay, so your body is so full of walking in the on the carpets and all this different stuff. Your body is just full of electric. And so once you stand on the ground, it's called grounding hot tub. I want you to look that up. So as you ground, and if you can't walk through the grass, if you just stand there and allow your body to decompress and all of that stuff just goes into the earth and it comes back up. We ain't gonna get into you hugging no trees or nothing like that. We just gonna start with baby steps.
I'm scared of hookworms.
You stand on
I
the
saw a
edge.
video on hookworms and the jiggers, and that just traumatized me from standing on.
That don't even sound good.
That
Hookworm,
don't
right?
No
even-
man,
So stand on the
That
edge of the grass. Just stand for a
well,
few minutes and just try it for 1 minute and see
well
how
you
your life changes.
well you
I'm gonna
mentioned
try it as soon as we get off of here.
well you
Definitely.
mentioned
Well, you know
like
what? I've and I'm an old country boy, so that was one of the things that people, like kind of really, funny that people don't like to like put their feet in the mud. They don't like to get, like the grass, like the dirt, like that kind
Mhm.
of stuff. I mean,
Mhm.
that is that's something my wife will sit up here and like, you why you walking out there barefoot, man? Because like you say, it really does. It kind of, I mean, other than what it says is grounding you, it really does. It's like it releases
well
pure
it
energy.
looks like we're gonna have a lot of information that we can have on this YouTube episode. So
Let me tell you what's so amazing. If you I thank God for you all and for talking to me because once I get questions I can talk. But otherwise I just kind of sit there. You know what I'm saying? So thank you all for the questions and even allowing me to be a part. Thank you so much.
yeah, that was a great story. Great story. Antoine, and we know there's somebody close to you. There's somebody close to you, Antoine, that is a budding star too. So you just let me know when you're ready for that to move forward on that too.
Okay.
And everybody follows. Say the name of your channel again, because I already followed you as soon as I heard what you did.
Diabetic Pedicures of Macon.
Diabetic pet. Everybody follow Diabetic Pedicures of making. 48 hours she gonna have
Wow.
that YouTube page up, and we gonna push you like we push every other black business that we deal with.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
And
Thank
you
you for
already have a
coming
link.
on.
And you have a link that should be in your phone now that you need to join ASAP as well.
Yes, sir.
There we go. Diabetic pedicures and making. Yeah, I got your own. Let's see. I did Facebook. I'm doing Instagram now, and I'll get back on TikTok in 1 second. Oh yeah, man.
Yeah,
Like
I want to see I want to see the graphic videos. I am fascinated
you had
with
one
it.
man. Hey, Tony, while you sitting there, I pulled out my tablet, man. She got one where she, you know, you can tell it's a dude too. She done broke you. She lathered
She
him
get
up. Looked like she
what
had to
she
get
do?
a. She looked
She
like she
got a
had to get.
crane.
She looked like she had to get a chainsaw to tighten them ends up. She might have had to get a what you call them, like a sandblast or
Yeah. Or a
the
That,
jackhammer.
thing, yeah, the
It was
damn
a
thing,
jackhammer.
yeah, that you body the car with. But hey, she tightened them on back up. There's a couple
hey
of them.
man, I'm not. I,
She's got some content. Yeah, like you say, man. What?
Yeah.
watch the
Hey,
video.
hey,
Watch the videos.
she got a
You
Santa suit on here too.
Oh,
you
wait a minute now.
you gonna be fascinated once you start watching them. Trust me.
Hey man, hey, I'm just following the page, man. I mean,
Yeah.
shit, I
Hey,
ain't,
and
ain't
then
looking like
I
a
want y'all
woman.
to follow Heavenly Spa Mobile as well. Check that
Hey,
out too. Heavenly
put a
Spa Mobile.
Put it up there on the screen. I'll follow that.
All right. Make sure we get that out there too.
Ooh, buddy, yeah, that's some, and I'm, like that's why I say I wish it was some because I need some work, I need some work
Where are you?
in Columbus, but I mean I'm not, it's not a, it's not like it's a 2 hour drive or anything, but I'm in Columbus.
Okay.
Man,
So
take your butt
maybe
up there and let her work on your
maybe
feet.
you and your wife come and have lunch and come get your pedicure something.
Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna look on here for real. Like I just told him, I'm on vacation for the next couple of weeks, but we going out. I might try to. What are your hours? I mean, do you have to just make an appointment?
Yes. I'm on
You have
I'm
to make an
on
appointment.
I'm on Booksy, Diabetic Pedicures of Macon.
Okay.
But you DM me.
Okay, I will do that. Yeah, because if I can get something over here in the next couple of days, I might just ride on down there,
Yeah.
get my
DM
dang
me.
feet taken care of.
Yeah, DM me and
Okay.
I'll slide you through. Favor ain't fair.
See,
Okay.
you missed
Yeah.
out on the opportunity. If you'd have came on here a week ago, we could have pumped you up for a Father's Day. You could have came up with a Father's Day special. Take your man and your lives up there to get a pedicure.
Yeah, I did.
Father's Day.
I did pretty good with the Father's Day thing. A lot of people. What I did was, a lot of people got Father's Day. They paid for the pedicure, and then I sent them a Father's Day message through the text message and told them they had a pedicure. So it was really nice. I
Oh,
enjoyed
that's
that.
dope.
I
That's dope.
enjoyed that.
So if you're looking for a Father's Day, last minute Father's Day present for for the men in your life, your fathers in your life, the husbands in your life, see Diabetic Pedicure. Let me say it right. Diabetic Pedicures of Macon, correct?
Yes, thank you so much.
See Diabetic Pedicures of Macon, and resign and book you a session for the man in your life.
Hey, yeah, some of these pictures make me feel not so bad about my junk.
Yeah, man.
I'm bad.
Hey
I'm
man.
bad, but hey, I'm bad, but Lord have mercy. Yes, sir. Hey, but hey, you know what? But everything is a gift, man. Because just because that is a gift. Everybody can't. I don't. Like not to be funny, but like everybody can't do that. Everybody just can't. They don't have the. I don't want to say the stomach for but like you really have to have a gift and a calling to be able to do stuff like that. I think and then you're doing some work.
Yes.
She doing the Lord's work. Y'all start watching the videos. I guarantee you gonna look up in an hour, 2 hours go past, and you still looking at the videos.
Now, y'all finna really start me getting with the contents because I really needed this. This amazing.
Yeah.
It's a whole community. You gonna have 1 million followers within a year.
Thank you, Lord. Thank you,
Yeah.
Lord.
Oh yeah. Very good. Hey, we Nard, you want to give us that quick sports update before we go? He been holding on.
Sometimes it'll be that in
Yeah. Nard, you got to unmute too. But he there's an NBA trade that he was gonna share with us.
Yes, sir.
There he
What's
is. Go ahead,
up?
Nard.
What
What's
up,
up?
Lord?
What up, Nard?
What
Share
up?
that NBA trade with us, brother.
All right, we got our first NBA trade of the offseason. The Memphis Grizzlies are trading Desmond Bain to the Orlando Magic for Kentavious Caldwell Pope, Cole Anthony, and 4 unprotected first-round picks.
God damn.
for
Yep.
Desmond Bain.
Yeah,
Yep.
Right.
that's crazy.
They gave up the house for that one.
What?
Yeah.
Oh God. Hey, Goddess.
Yes.
Hey, okay. Yes, I see your stuff too. Is that the way to order? Your
The cream?
yeah, the stuff for your foot.
Yes. When you go on my website, you can just order as many as you want. And it's a note section, and you can just text me text it in that note section where you want me to send it.
Okay.
And I'll send
So
it straight to you.
and
Okay.
and just one question. I don't want to get too deep into it because we want to have we want to reveal most of the stuff on the show.
Okay.
But does that cream go above your nail or underneath your nail?
Both.
Okay. And you
It's
can get
the
into more details of how and why on the when we do the
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
second.
We
it
gonna
goes both because what you're going to find out, a lot of what a lot of men, this is what happens. The same thing that lies on their feet is in the growing area, which is job
okay.
itch. So
Yeah.
it's the same thing. So what happens is that when they rub it on their feet, they got to kind of rub it in between on the job itch because the ladies are getting it too from the feet. So usually the women have to do it too as well. That gray matter that lies in between there. So I give it to a lot of women as well because they guys got this stuff on their feet and it just spreads and spreads and spreads. So
Oh,
I like to hit it to because people don't really realize it's athlete's feet, but it actually turns into a living organism. Is actually there. And I said, I really want enough money to where I can actually put it on the screen to where they can actually see what's living on their feet. And this is what's going to motivate, because a lot of times guys need to see it to believe it.
Yeah.
yeah.
And
Yeah.
then they going to get at it. But as long as they can put a sock on it and cover it up, they ain't studying it.
Well, I'm gonna put this in a language that they can understand. Stop rubbing in between your toes and scratching your balls. That's what she's telling you. Now I know how you do it. I got teenagers. I got teenage sons. So I already know what the business is.
Listen,
Yeah,
I just did this boy. He was 12 years old. I just did his feet. They were so bad. It looked like worms were coming out of his big toes.
Well,
And his father was so embarrassed, and the mama wouldn't even come. But the father was embarrassed, and I said, I am so grateful to you for bringing him,
mm,
right? Because he said, Goddess, I done took him to the podiatrist, I done took him everywhere, can't nobody help him. I'm like, bring him to me, I got you. So
cause
goodness.
we
you're
get
right. And so it's necessarily scratching the feet, but it's also putting on the underwear because you know how your feet
mm-hmm,
slide with the underwear,
yep.
and then
Yeah.
you pull the underwear up into spots, right?
Yeah.
Oh,
So it happens that way.
wow. Okay,
Wow.
that's
See,
deep.
y'all learning something. You know what, Miss 401, I think instead of just doing that as a black business highlight, we should do her as a men's health highlight
Yeah,
and
let's
just
do it.
have a men's health forum because you hitting on a lot of topics that men don't talk about.
Right, because the name of my business when she put me on the news was At His Feet. So I only did men, right? So I was able to talk to my guys about what was happening and what was going on with them, because it has spread in a lot of places, and just to groom their feet, and it's not girly to groom your feet. And I don't talk against my Asian brothers and sisters because when I was in a bad place in my life, they fed me. They took care of me. They still my sisters to this day. What I do say is sometimes with us, our people, black owned businesses, we let me see how to say it.
You
I'm
can just
trying to
say,
find the right.
Just tell
Okay,
it. Just tell it. Tell it.
we're
Tell it.
our sanitation is on point.
okay.
Yeah.
Put it like that. So a lot of
Yeah.
people
Okay.
say, "Oh, I take care of my feet. I do this, this, and that." And so you're going, and I can't really tell you how much you're going, but you're not being protected, right?
Mm,
Did we just not talk about cleanliness?
Yes.
We
Yes,
yes.
just
Yes.
said
We
this.
just we literally before you got on here were just discussing these. I mean, this
Yep.
same stuff. Yeah, this how God worked, man. What this was supposed to be. This was how this was supposed to be.
yeah.
We just said the same. I said it a little different, a
Yep.
little more coarse, but that's confirmation that I ain't lying about that. I ain't lying when I told y'all that. That's a professional telling you that.
And sanitation
Yeah.
is a must. Sanitation is a must in our industry. It's definitely a must because you can go and you can take care of your feet. This is what I tell my children because my children are military. Like my son right now, he's in Japan. And I really want him to take care of his feet. So I always tell him, those those little bleach tablets that you put in the back of your the Lysol little bleach tablets.
Uh-huh.
Y'all know what I'm talking about?
Yeah,
No.
I
I do.
tell him to crush that thing up with a little something, crush it up and put it in a bag. And you take a little piece of it when you getting a pedicure and you put it in that water.
Oh.
Whenever you go get a pedicure, cause I can't do my children's feet. They be waiting. They be like, "Mom, I can't wait till I get home." I'm like, "Baby, you can't wait till you get home." But that little bitty tablet, not a big old aspirin. I would say
Uh-huh.
like a half of an aspirin, or
Okay.
not even that. That will sanitize their tools. That will sanitize that tools, and they'll sanitize that jet. Because a lot of times people see that bag and they like, oh, okay, we got a bag. No, that bag ain't doing nothing. It's the jet that's not clean.
Oh man.
I got
Okay.
you.
Yeah, you Tuesday or Wednesday? Which day you gonna you ready to be on?
Y'all, what's his name? Hot Tub.
Yeah.
Look like he
I'm
my
at your
manager.
All
So
I'm
right.
at your leisure right now. You tell me what work for you.
Hot Tub, my manager.
Okay. Well, we
So
good.
tell me Tuesday or Wednesday. Hot Tub.
Let's not stall this out because I want to make this happen. I'm fascinated. You have piqued my
All
interest. Let's do this Tuesday.
Tuesday, got it.
right. Tuesday it is. All right.
At what time?
What's a good time for you?
I'm a business owner, so I make my times happen for me.
Ooh.
So
Okay.
let's can you do it at 8 o'clock?
Yes, sir.
That work for you,
A.M. or
Mr.
P.M.
Postman?
PM.
PM.
P.M.
All right. There it is. I need a couple things from you. I'll text it to you, and then we'll we rolling.
Thank
We
you
go.
so much.
All
You
right.
want to do this one on YouTube or you think this one on TikTok? Because I kind of want I want your visuals with it.
That you know what? We're gonna have a quick huddle about it. But yeah, it'll
Okay.
more likely be YouTube though. But
Bet
we'll,
that.
we'll
That way we can because I to really highlight what we need on screen.
yeah, yeah. So we'll do that. Sounds good. All right. Well, look, everybody enjoy the rest of the day, Father's Day, and let's
Happy
get back to it.
Father's Day.
Thank
And
you.
before we
Thank you.
go,
Happy Father's
let me
Day.
get a bigger shout out to Coy. Hey Coy, happy Father's
Where's Corey?
Day. I'm gonna call you and keep doing your thing, bro. You're an amazing father, bro.
Man, you know what? I gotta find Corey. I ain't heard from Corey in a minute. So I'm glad you called him. Called him out. All right. Let's get together, y'all. We out of here.
All
All right.
Thank
right,
you.
peace.
Be back Tuesday then. All right.
All right,
Okay.
y'all.
There you go. All right, no, all right, take it easy, bro.
All right.